All right, so I'm going to show you here what happens when I try and post material from my page. So right here, I'm trying to share a post to a couple groups about corrupt agencies and basically treasonous corporations. And you can see here, none of these posts will post, tons of them. And the reason Facebook is giving me is that it is because it's spam, right? It's quite obviously not spam. And here you're going to see a bunch. These are a bunch that didn't post, and they're just all blanked out. I'm scrolling down right now, scrolling down the screen, scrolling down the screen. And this is me basically calling out corrupt elements of the deep state that have been basically conspiring against the commander-in-chief, who is currently Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America. And kind of calling out the Clinton cartels. I'm still scrolling here. You're going to see this is a variation post I tried to do. It won't let me post that. Here's some more examples that it won't let me post. We keep going. And these are all, not only are they, some of them are slightly like varied, like I added different words on the posting. I'm basically just sharing a post for my site, for my own page here. So you see that. You can see all that. You see at the rate that it's going up. There's a ton here. Ton that they ghosted. And now I'm going to show you my site here where you can actually see. This is my post right here. It allowed 9 shares before it stopped and did that. We got 2 responses. And then here's another post that's not doing the same thing. We got 4 shares, no issues there. And bam, here's another one that's super Christian oriented. And look at how many shares that allowed, 42 shares. So it allowed me to share that post 42 times. But the one that's calling out the corrupt agencies that are conspiring against the president, only 9 times. And then I have a bunch they wouldn't let me post. So I'm just posting this for people who maybe don't think that this is real. But I am being persecuted, and I am being censored, and I'm being ghosted. And it's not just Facebook. I know it's someone outside of Facebook who's interfacing this. And some of my preaching posts, which if you want to see this briefly, I can show you my preaching site, so you can get a bit of a gist on what that is right here. So this site here, often on my posts here, and I've actually made posts on my personal page about this, are classified as selling adult entertainment. So to add insult to injury, on this site that is all about Jesus, all about the gospel, you can see that. It's all about Jesus. What they do is when I boost certain posts, which means I have to pay for them, Facebook blocks them. And the reason for blocking them is they say that I'm selling adult ads and there's nudity in them. So you can quite clearly see there's absolutely no nudity in here. Not only that, this is a completely Christian page. It's a preaching page. And I paid for ads in dozens and dozens of countries. Dozens of countries. As you go back to some of the ones that I've paid for, we're about to get to the paid posts here. So this was boosted here. You're going to see thousands of people. This one, 11,500 people were reached. 2,000 people were reached on this one. 1,700 on this one. 43,000. Almost 1,000 on that one. Almost 6,000. 1,000. 13. These are all Jesus posts. 33,000. I have some that are hundreds of thousands. Like this one right here is almost 250,000 people, so 250,000 people. And you can see all the different countries, Central American countries, Philippines, U.S., This one's only 11,000. Philippines, US again. So these are my preaching pages. So I'm just trying to show to people that I'm actually literally being persecuted. Everything that I get is hacked, and these people apparently can have you ghosted. They can have you ghosted from anything. And I pay for ads all the time. So Nicaragua, Philippines, US. This one right here, Philippines, US. Let's see some of these countries. Nigeria, Philippines, US. Ethiopia, Nigeria, Philippines. These are reaching well over 1 million people. My posts have reached, and I pay a lot of money. This is Colombia. Let's see. This one reached almost 50,000 people. Hong Kong, Nigeria, Philippines. I'm just showing people a little bit of what I'm doing. Here's Nigeria and Philippines. I have some that reach Europe too. Ethiopia, Ireland, and the Philippines. Let's find some more here. This is Canada, the UK, Philippines, US. And these are just the ones you can see as I'm scrolling through. Mexico, Nigeria, Philippines, Uganda, US. And yeah, that's what they do with my preaching page. They oftentimes will. This is the United Arab Emirates, UK, Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico. They will often. This is Bangladesh, India, Philippines, and Pakistan. I reached almost 30,000 people there. Got over 5,000 responses, 77 shares, and then other people shared from there. So I'm just trying to let people know that I'm really evangelizing this. This one here is actually in Filipino or Tagalog, and that reached over 78,000 people with almost 20,000 responses and 131 shares, and that's just in Saudi Arabia, the Philippines, and the United Arab Emirates. So I mean I would say that's pretty impressive to reach that many people and get almost 20,000 responses from these three countries here, and they do that often. They just block it and they say that it's pornography pretty much. So I'm not making this stuff up when I'm talking about this. But the thing is, like, people don't know, they don't care, and this is, it costs me money too. But this one right here, I can tell it's obviously controversial. On some of the sites I shared it to, there's like tons of responses. And it's basically just pointing out. I'll open the post here just in case someone wants to scroll through it. I don't know why they would. They can just go to my page, but I'll do that. So, I mean, this is the entire post right here. And yeah, Facebook is actively aiding and abetting in the people that are persecuting me to ghost my posts, to block my posts, for my preaching posts that I actually have to pay money from on my fixed income. They're blocking some of those, and their reason is always, without a doubt, without fail, is that I'm selling adult items, I'm advertising adult entertainment, and I have nudity in them. And you can clearly see my preaching page, which is Outlaw Preaching for Jesus. You can Google that in Google, and a couple of sites will come up. Has nothing to do with that. It's purely Christian. So this is persecution. So you see all the content of that post, and people are basically trying to ghost me so that I can't reach people. And this is just the internet part here. So I just want to make that very clear to people. I have my little recorder now, so I can do that, and you can see. You can see exactly what's happening here. Anyways, I have to edit a preaching video I just did, and there you go. That's what you call Christian persecution. And yeah, Facebook is definitely complicit with that.